Hey gamers, I am Cybersnag7, hope we're all well guys, back again with another video. And yes, this is a slightly delayed Blackpool video. Should have been up last week, to be honest with you, with the rest of the other great videos that I've watched throughout the week. But had a pretty horrendous week last week, and the less said about that the better. So it's a new week, it's Tuesday. So before I forget totally everything that happened, which I'm not going to because it was such a good weekend anyway, I just thought I'd give you my spin on the weekend, how I thought it went, and what I did and how I went about things. Now I'm going to put the gifts and what I bought within the timeline, which makes it easier for me. So let's talk about last Friday, the Friday of the weekend at Blackpool. I was up and early. I couldn't sleep, to be honest with you. I was up about 3 o'clock in the morning playing a PS4, and then I decided I've got to have at least an hour before I get up again. So back to bed, up at 6, and then I was out the door and I was catching the 8:30 train to Sheffield. Excuse me. Making my way to Sheffield because I was going to meet up with my good bud Daz Cajones Deloro, who was very kindly going to pick me up from Sheffield train station, and then we were going to drive to Blackpool. But before we did that, we headed back to his pad and just sat down, had a cup of tea, had a good general chit chat. You know, not just about gaming. It's because, as I say, majority of the time, you know, we only get to see each other, most of us probably 3-4 times a year if lucky. The rest of the time it's just through watching videos and commenting and things like that. So it's nice to sit down and just have a general talk about anything and everything, to be honest. But I checked out his new bike, which is very impressive, I must admit. And then he showed me his new acquisitions, what he's bought previously, how his collection's going. The usual spiel, to be honest. And that's where the first gift comes in, because the guy bought me a T-shirt, which was I was unaware of. Now, we've talked about movies over the to and fro over the last few months. Now, Pete Armour, on a retro tip, he had a T-shirt off Daz, and he had the motif of the Warriors on it, because them pair are fanatics on the Warriors. Now, I talked to Daz about a film, which is a really old film. It came out in about 1986, a film called Trick or Treat. I'm assuming some of you may know it, if you know, old enough to remember it. But I kind of like that film. It's like kind of a rock kind of film of like a demon rock god like Sammy Kerr, where obviously he was brought from hell by playing the record backwards and all this, and he caused havoc. And there was quite a few stars in it, Ozzy Osbourne and you know, people from Kiss in the video in the film and that. So it's a pretty damn good film, and I got the soundtrack a couple of months ago. And Daz very kindly bought me this, which is this T-shirt with Sammy Kerr on himself, and as you can see, it says on the front there, "Songs in the Key of Death Tour 1986." So, well happy with that. Like the T-shirt, brilliant design on that. Never expected that, so thank you very much, sir, for that. I shall be wearing that with pride. Another T-shirt to the collection, as they say. So, anyway, thanks for that T-shirt, Daz. You're a good man. Got that T-shirt, and then we decided it's about time we hit the road. So it was just before 12 o'clock-ish. We decided to hit the road. We went to McDonald's first. Before we'd have a feed before we actually hit the road, because if we didn't, we'd probably never end up eating anything if we just hit the beer straight away. So I overloaded with McDonald's, to be honest. I don't know where I put it, but I enjoyed it, put it that way. And then we headed off straight then to Blackpool. We got there for just around 2-ish, just after 2-ish. The journey down there was really quite easy compared to last year, which was an absolute blooming nightmare when me and Dave were heading down there. We had a few stops and starts, but it was nothing horrendous, nothing major. But very happy to get there within the time limit that we did. And as I say, we got to the Bona Vista just after 2-ish. So we checked in. We were the first two there, and as I say, I was in my room, Daz was sorting himself out, and I heard this strange voice outside my door, and it happened to just be Tootie UK. So he was the third person to turn up, so I thought I'd let him do his business and all that. And then I thought, right, head downstairs to the main reception, and Daz was waiting for me already. So we thought we might as well wait for the man himself. So we was waiting there, and about 5-10 minutes later, Del Boy himself come down the stairs with his bag of tricks, big massive bag of like whatever, there's tons of stuff in there, and we thought, right, we'll get into the bag beforehand. Now I had a gift off Tootie himself, Stu, which we did talk about when I met up, I think it was last year sometime when we went to the Wolverhampton gig, the expo, and or it may be Leeds actually, because I'll bring that with me, and I totally forgot all about it. But it's yet another mini electronic game, and it's the Pac-Man game. So there's another one to the collection. It's in really good condition, and it does work. Let me get it on. There you go. So it does work. Hang on. There you go. Fully working, mate. Absolutely superb. I've played this a few times, and to be honest, it ain't that bloody easy, because you can't turn your Pac-Man left or right. He's facing one direction. You got to keep on. You got to backtrack to eat a pill. It's weird. I've never played anything like it, but still, brilliant game, mate. Absolutely. Obviously, it's lost its. There's probably obviously a nameplate with Pac-Man on there or whatever when it was originally come out, but it's still in brilliant condition, and another great little electronic game to add to the collection. So, thanks for that, Stu. You're a top geezer, mate. So, after I had that, and Daz helped himself to a game or two, we decided it was about time we headed up to the Norbreck. So we got there roughly around about 2:30ish, and obviously we were the only ones there, so we just hit the beer, as you do. So we was drinking away, and I think the first person that I can recall is Richard Turner turning up. And obviously then after 6 o'clock the ball started rolling and everybody turned up. And as Dad said, boy, 10 o'clock he was counting into the 30s within the YouTube meetup. Absolutely tons of people there. I'm not even going to go into the amount of people that was there, because it was I'd be there. This video just gone for too long. I can't mention 30 people. I ain't going to remember 30 people, but I know who you are. I had a great blast with you guys, as always. But the trouble is, with a night like that, you haven't got time to talk to everybody. And if you do, it's a couple of minutes there, a couple of minutes there. And you try and just spread yourself so thin to talk to as many people as you can. It's hard. And I kind of regret it, really, because in one sense, I love it because everybody's there in one go. But in another sense, you just haven't got the time to get around everybody and have a good conversation with people. And it's a shame. But still, a brilliant night. No two ways about it. Pete, yet again, Pete Armour, he brought a bag of stuff, just dumped it on the table, and says, there you go, guys, help yourself. So, I mean, I didn't know about this. It was just there. I thought, where the hell's this lot come from? And as I say, was told then, Pete goes, help yourself. So, I managed to see these. Now, I've played the one, I've never played the other, but they're in blooming good condition, and there are a couple of nice PS3 titles to add to my collection. So, Kane and Lynch 2, never played it. I know it's probably not the greatest game in the world, but bloody, it's in real good condition. Real nice condition. So, I had that off Pete, and I've got to say thanks for that, mate. That is in top condition. I'll play it. And as I say, it's another game to add my collection. So that's one special edition, Kane and Lynch 2. Well happy with that. And then the next one I originally had on the Xbox 360. And I never really got into it because I love the first one. And I know the second one, it isn't the best sequel, but still, I really wanted to play it again. And it is Lost Planet 2. But as you can see, this one's got a slipcase, limited edition. So, well chuffed with that. And you can't argue for Nout. It's as simple as that. So, very happy with that. So, thank you very much for your free gifts, Pete. Much obliged, mate. They will be put into good use, trust me. So, there you go. Friday night. Couple of gifts off me other two mates. Good friends of mine. All good friends of mine you are. All good friends, trust me. When I get to see you, I'm just enjoy your company. I just enjoy it, full stop. It's just the way I am. I look forward to it, to seeing you guys. Even if it's once or twice a year, even if it's for 10 minutes just to say hello, it's good to see you in person, and that's what it's all about to me. As I say, this Blackpool thing now, as many people have said, it's just become a meetup, and that's all it is. It's just a meetup. The event itself is just second in my book, and it always will be now. But as I say, we had a great night. We got fairly drunk. Now, to be honest, I said to Daz, I said, like, on the Saturday morning, I'm just digressing a bit, I'm going forward a bit. I said to Daz, I I didn't feel that drunk. I weren't drunk at all, to be honest. Because I say, poor old Tootie, it was a bit worse for wear, and the guy had lost his will to speak at this time. So me, Daz, and we had Dahl and myself. We basically, it was got to have been around 11:30ish, coming up to 12 o'clock. We decided to hit the bricks and start walking back to the hotel. Now, as I said to you, I did say to Daz, I don't think I had that much to drink. I was quite in a sober, judgmental mood, helping Tootie down the road. And then I checked my videos, and somehow I managed to record a video of us walking home. Now, it's not exactly the longest video, but it just goes to prove how wrong I was. Now, in this video, I'm slightly intoxicated. So is Tootie. So all I'm saying to you is, when I show it you, please don't be offended, because there's a little bit of swearing, and that is just not like me. But nevertheless, check this out, and trust me, you're never going to see me like this again. Maybe it's all, maybe not straight away, maybe next Blackpool. But look at this video, unbelievable.
Hello, look who we have here. He's pissed as a fucking fart.
Tootie's fucking bell end.
Who's that behind? Oh, it's the retro Godfather, and it's here. Here, look.
No, I'm not there. I'm not there.
No, I'm not there.
Right.
I'm not there.
I'm not there.
But now you're here. Yeah, he is, Mr. Deloro. Just get in the fucking pose.
Oh, Joe, you got to rap loud.
That just for a group. No, he'll lose it. He'll lose
No.
it. He did that video that year we were in Carl's car.
Oh, that's the best ever, and I never got it up. Never got the fucking. I couldn't get it up now. Oh God! This video's going on YouTube, and I don't give a fucking toss. See you later, guys. Cyber Snake and every drunk fuck out. See you later.
Well, I told you it was a bit, yeah, it's one of them. I was drunk as a lord, to be honest. You could hear it in my voice. I don't know what I was doing, what I was saying, and obviously you heard it on there. So I just thought I'd throw that clip up, because we did another clip last year where we was in Carl Ocarina fella's car, and it was another classic moment like that. And I wish to God I was able to keep it and show you from last year, because it's such a good little video. It's only little snippet videos, but videos like that make it for me. But it's, as I say, I managed to grab that one and put that one up for you guys to see. Sorry about the swearing in it again, but still, you know, at the end of the day, it's just one of them. It's little snippets, little golden moments that you can always remember, even if you did make a total idiot of yourself. But anyway, we all got ourselves home. We all basically got into the Bonavista, and then Stu decides to tell me he hasn't got his key for his room. So Pete Armour, he gave it to Pete, and they'd gone clubbing down the other side of Blackpool till God knows what time. So he ended up in my room. So single bed, yeah, 2 grown men, say no more. But he managed to sleep it off. I managed to get some kip. Both woke up, well, fairly chirpy, to be honest with you. And obviously he got up fairly early, straight back to his hotel room, got himself ready, and now I got myself ready. I noticed though the toilet seat was broke. Bizarrely, it was perfectly fine, obviously, when I got in there on Friday afternoon, but by Saturday morning there was a big massive crack down the toilet seat. So it wasn't my fault, that's all I'm saying. But anyway, forget about that. What's been is gone, and they ain't got back to me, thank God, touch wood. But anyway, gone down to breakfast, all met up, all had our breakfasts. Few other YouTubers there, Game Taff, and there was another 2 guys with him, and obviously Rich King Retro. There's me, Daz, Pete, and obviously Stu, which is wolfing it down. I mean, I've never seen a guy eat so much in my life, seriously. But he was wolfing it down, bless him. But sitting next to Pete, just gotta mention this. I mean, I didn't feel 100%, but I felt okay. But then he goes and gets his toast, and he's got this Lurpak. And he goes, this ain't butter, this is spread. And he spreaded it on like, it was like that thick on his toast. And I thought, God, that's sending me a bit like, sickly like. But to top it off, then he goes and asks for Marmite and slaps it on. And it was like spreading snot on a piece of toast. And I thought, that's it. My guts have had it. I can't take no more. So I had to literally get up and get out. How on earth he eats that stuff, I'll never know. But he was wolfing it down, loving it. But believe me, Pete, it turned my guts real bad, mate, I tell you. So I left him to eat that. And then me and Daz decided to trap off up to the Norbreck, queue up, and get in the queue to the event itself. We got there. We obviously did wait. We had about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And the queue wasn't great. Wasn't massive compared to the year before. Which, I don't know. Am I going to be surprised about it? I'm not too sure. But anyway, we got in. And the usual spiel was there. Massive dark room. Load of arcade machines. The usual tables full of, consoles and things like that, which was expected. But me and Daz, I think nobody was in a major rush to run in to the hall where the games were. But me and Daz decided, well, we're going to go there first anyway. But we just strolled in, and it wasn't great. Put it that way. Let's put it. This end of story. It wasn't great. Last year we thought it was bad, but this year there was less. You had your usual. I'm not going to mention the names of the stalls. There's probably one stall in the far corner. Dojo Games, I think it was. I think Stu's mentioned it in his videos. That was probably about the best stall there. But you had your usual. You had your Funko Pops. You had your swords. You literally had about 4 stalls. Really about 4 stalls with games on. And let's say, I think this Dojo Games, he was about the best. He had some good quality PS1 games, Mega Drive games. He had a fair few. He had some nice figures and things like that. But the rest was just, bits and drabs figures. And, well, the name of the biggest, one in there. I don't know. I can't even remember the names of them. Who cares? But that was shit. It was just full of tat, as per usual. Overpriced tat, which you could barter with and they'd never come down on the price. You know what I'm talking about, and I know what I'm talking about. But anyway, went in there, really unimpressed. We had, as many people have said, he had 2 fudge stalls, taking the space of probably 2 spaces that you could have had 2 game vendors in. Enough said about that. Say no more. It's fudge. Who needs it? But as I say, unimpressed. Didn't really buy anything whatsoever game-wise. Simple as. The only item I bought was this. And that is no lie, I bought a jumper with a NES sign on, a NES controller on. 20 quid. I thought, I like that. That'll do, mate. So I bought that. And that was it. I didn't buy nothing else because there was nothing there worth buying, to be honest with you. As I say, I was there for the people. So I literally had a look around a couple of times. And then for me, I went out, played the arcades, drunk a few beers. And the day went like that. I mean, it was seriously so quick. It was just unbelievable. And me and Daz, we did what we wanted to do by the time, it's got to be around 2ish, realistically, 1, 2, half, about 1:30, I think it was. We'd done what we wanted to do. We'd seen what we wanted to see. We'd seen the people we wanted to see. Minx 36 turned up just as we were leaving. I'm real sorry about that. I really do like that guy. Would have liked to have chatted to him more. Craig's here again, turned up. And having a good chat with him. And then we mentioned, or should I say, Daz mentioned to me, he said, all depending on how the day goes, why don't we make this a weekend and let's drive down to Arcade Club? Something I've wanted to do for a while, never had the opportunity to do it, and this is a perfect opportunity to do it. So we decided that me, Daz, Dahl and Craig's here again would drive down to Bury and go to the Arcade Club, and believe me, best £10 I've ever spent. Absolutely fantastic place. Never seen anything like it. Never went to see the original building when it was first set up, but believe me, well impressed with what they got. Met the owner himself. I'm not too. I can't remember his name. I think he was Andy. Please apologise if I got it wrong. But real nice guy. Really he's a pleasant guy. Get on, you can get on with him quite well. But as I say, me, Dahl, Daz and Craig, I went around the arcades. I was like a lost little kid. There's that many good arcades in there. We got there for roughly about 3, and we was there for a good 3 hours. and we left just after 6 o'clock. But amazing, absolutely amazing. Anybody who hasn't been to the arcade club, go, because it's such a fantastic time. Tenner well spent. Easily the highlight of the weekend for me, without a doubt. Apart from obviously meeting you guys, but personally, going there was better than the event. That's all I'm saying. But I had a fantastic time at the arcade club, and then as I say, it was on our way home just before me and Nat and Craig, and we parted our ways. Me and Daz, Craig and Dal. Always a pleasure to see you, Dal. You know that, mate. And I had a rummage through Craig's boot, and I was talking about Commodore games, and he had this, which was Nemesis for the C64. Yeah, I am a secret Commodore 64 collector. I don't tell anybody about it. I may show the collection one day. Daz has beat me to it, bless him, and he's got himself a Commodore 64. Checked his out when I was there, and the games he's recently picked up. But yeah, I am very, very partial to the C64. Always have been. I've got a fair few games to the collection, so one day I might do a collection video just to show you what I've got. But well happy with that, Craig. Thank you very much for that. Mint copy of Nemesis. Superb. So, me and Daz, Craig and Dal parted our ways. They went back to Blackpool, and then me and Daz, we drove down to Sheffield. You know, said our goodbyes, and I caught the train home. And then I got in for around 10:30, to be honest. And on Saturday, I'd only stayed for the one night instead of staying for the two. And to be honest, I think it was just enough. As I say, going for the meet-up on the Saturday, the Friday night was the best part. The event itself, so, nothing major there, nothing to write home about. Would I go next year? All depends who's going, to be honest with you. It all comes down to the meetup. If you want the real action, you want the real stalls, you want games, you need to go to the venues. You need to go to Leeds. You need to go to the Wolverhampton ones. You need to go to all the smaller markets. That's the best place. Doncaster, one I haven't been to, or couldn't make it this year. Definitely going next year without question. But there's where the real games are. There's where your real sellers are. You're going to get some quality stuff from there. So take my advice. If you want games, go to the markets. If you want a good time, a good drink, and a good catch up with great people, then go to Blackpool. Absolutely a must. As I say, I can't argue with that. That's easily the best part of the weekend for me, was seeing everybody, meeting up with everybody, and just having a general good time and letting off a lot of steam. Because there's a lot of us there who work hard, and we just need that breakaway for a couple of days just to recharge our batteries, let everything out, and just have a good time, basically. So that's it, guys. That is my weekend. It's over. It's done. It was a great weekend, guys. Fantastic to see you all. Absolutely a pleasure as always. But I will be at a few more events. If I missed you, then apologies, but I will be in Wolverhampton when it comes around. I think it's Wolverhampton. I think it may be Walsall, the solstice this year in June, and then we've got Leeds in July. So if I see you there, all the better, because I'll be there as per usual, and I will be at Manchester. I don't miss an event. I love the events. But anyway, guys, enough waffle. It's 23 minutes into this video, and I'd say that was about it for me. So, guys, until the next video, I am CyberSnake7. Keep playing, guys. Always keep watching. All the best.